Now, we've watched all week long with Florence actually starting off as a Category 4 earlier in the week, making landfall at a 1, but still doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, the magnitude of the storm, it's very large in nature, so the wind field spreads out over a larger area, and of course, with a larger wind field, you get a lot more water that is eventually pushed into the coast, and this is kind of the perfect scenario for southern portions of North Carolina because it looks like a curly Q C, a backward C, and that water is pushed into that concave area, and you get a lot of problems, especially going up some of the area bays, streams, and creeks in the area. Some important facts, though: it made landfall this morning as a Category 1 hurricane, like you were saying, at Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. The winds were right around 90 miles per hour. It had a 105-mile-per-hour gust in Wilmington, North Carolina, down at the airport, and that is the second strongest on record at the airport, behind Hurricane Helene in 1958. So that kind of really tells the story here, the history of this hurricane. 958 millibars on the pressure. That is the fourth highest on record there at Wilmington at the airport, compared to Fran, Floyd, as well as Helene back in the 1950s. So some drastic magnitude there. So tornado watch is still in place. The winds have come down, but this is the problem right here, this outer band, and it's going over some of the same locations, and that gives us freshwater flooding and storm surge flooding. All of this is being pushed up some of these channels near New Bern. We had storm surge last night recorded at 9.63 feet. That flooded a television station there, WCTI 12. They had to evacuate. There's supposedly some reports downtown that the water's upwards of 40 feet on some of the buildings being pushed into the coast. That's the storm surge, that's the rain on top of it. Look at these rainfall amounts. Really tells the story, upwards of a foot plus in many locations.
So still not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, still not out of the woods yet.
All right, thanks a lot, Erik. Send it over to you, Jamie.
All right, well, here's what it looks